Do you think of yourselves as a creative? I mean, actually an artist, a creative person? Hi, it's Bill. It's Creative License, and thanks again for being a part of my little dog and pony show. All of my great sponsors, they thank you. Sponsors like Electro Voice, greatest speakers and microphones in the world, and of course, promo only, and Perfect Portals, and DJ Event Planner, and the Entertainment Experience, and Disc Jockey News, DJN TV. I mean, come on. Great companies that serve the the DJ services and DJ the industry in a way that we'll never be able to thank them enough. So, a creative. Are you creative? Do you think of yourself creative? Why don't you? A lot of guys, they can't see themselves as a creative person, or when you ask them if they're creative, they're like, I don't know. I mean, how creative is it anyway? And we're just playing music, right? Or we're just doing this, or we're just doing that. Or they want to be creative and they don't know how. They're not sure if they are. It's like there has to be a definition. Well, okay. So if you need a definition, let me give you a few ideas of the kind of people that are creative. Are you easily bored? Are you willing to take risks? Are you that? Huh? How about if you're a person who doesn't like rules, or if you ask the words "what if" a lot? Do you like make lots of mistakes? Do you like to collaborate? Are you generous? Are you independent? Are you experimental? Do you like to experiment? Do you motivate yourself? Are you motivated by others? Do you work hard? Are you not alone? Do you feel distracted? Do you have a messy desk? Do you have all these? Trust me, if you are all of these things, more than likely you're suffering with creativity. Okay? It's just that we spend a lot of time doubting whether or not what we have is worth sharing. And when you start doing that, then your creativity is squashed. There's a thing in your head that doesn't want to be embarrassed. There's a little voice that we have to deal with on a regular basis in our head that is supposed to be there. This little voice that tells you that you aren't good enough, or that you shouldn't do this thing. And it's the same voice that tells you that you should not jump into a pot of boiling water, okay? Or that you shouldn't try to feed a hungry tiger, right? Because you'll die. That same voice creates stimulus in the body that creates nerves and cold sweats and doubt. The things that stops us from doing things like touching a hot stove or sharing a creative idea. Okay, it doesn't know the difference. So if you really want to feed your creative side, then you need to recognize that that voice in your head is not telling you the truth most of the time. It's telling you the truth about not trying to feed a hungry tiger. It's telling you the truth that you shouldn't stick your hand in the flames of a fire, because that's smart. You need to have that voice that keeps you from not doing it. But the same voice is saying, you're not that good. Who are you to say you're creative? Who are you to say you're an artist? Who are you to say that you are good enough to be able to charge enough to be able to make a living, because creatives are not paid well? Okay, that's a story that's being told in your head that you created. And you created it from stories you've heard other people, or just the fear of somebody saying to you, you're not creative, you're not smart, you're not funny, who do you think you are? Because your voice is already telling you that. And then all of a sudden, you stop. Do yourself a favor next time you get a cool idea, or you feel like you want to be creative, or you are being creative and you hear that voice. Remind yourself that that voice is just trying. It doesn't know the difference whether or not you should do that, or if you do that, it's telling you you're going to do that, you're going to die. Same thing. So my little trick is, when I hear that voice, hey, something, I'm not on fire. This is just an idea I have. I should do that. Thank you for sharing, little voice. And I put it to the side. And then I do it anyway. The whole idea of being courageous is not because you're a courageous person. It's because fear is going to be there no matter what. To be courageous, you feel the fear and you do it anyway. You feel all that fear and you thank it for telling you should be fearful, but then do it anyway. because you're never going to know. And every idea that you have, they may fail awfully, but not all of them. And in the middle of even the most failed ideas, they were creative ideas. And you are creative. What do you think? Tell me what you think. Write it down in the comments below. I'm Bill. This is Creative License, and I'll see you next week.